Om Shanti. The seat of awareness, of self-respect. As much I remain seated on the seat of self-respect, all the souls will be able to experience Baba as Almighty, as Ocean, as Bestower. Many times during day, take the seat of self-respect. Not to be moved or shaken by how others look at you, but how do I look at myself? So that you feel closer to Baba. Awareness of the seat of self-respect. Om Shanti.
हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
निश्चय मोदी सदा हो कि कभी कभी हो, सदा हो और विजयी सदा हो कि बीच बीच में गुटका और झटका होता है। निश्चय का फाउंडेशन चारों ओर से मजबूत रही, ये चारों ओर के बजाय कभी एक और कभी दो और ढीले हो जाते हैं। कोई भी चीज को मजबूत किया जाता है तो चारों ओर से टाइट किया जाता है। अगर एक साइड भी थोड़ा सा हलचल वाला हो तो पक्का रहेगा, हिलेगा ना। चारों प्रकार का निश्चय जानते तो आप में और ब्राह्मण परिवार, ये चारी तरफ निश्चय के जानना नहीं, लेकिन मान कर चलना। अगर एक भी साइड जानना है लेकिन चलना नहीं, तो विजय डगमग होती। जिस समय विजय हलचल में आती है, तो चेक करना कि चारों तरफ से कौन सा तरफ हलचल में। कई बार बाप दादा देखते हैं कि कई बच्चे पाप में, निश्चय में पास होते हैं, लेकिन अपने आप में कभी जानते भी है, कहते भी है कि मैं ये हूँ, लेकिन मान कर चलना। जो जानते हैं, मानते हैं, वो स्वरूप में आना। चलन में, कर्म में आना, उसमें अंतर पड़ जाता है।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Be one with elevated self-respect and continue to give regard to everyone. In your self-respect, the same as the Father. Just as the Father is always stable in his self-respect, in the same way, souls who are equal will also be in their self-respect. Seeing their self-respect, it will emerge from everyone's lips. This one is in his or her self-respect, the same as the Father. Before being seated on the future throne, they will also be seated on the throne of their self-respect. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 12. Be one with elevated self-respect and continue to give regard to everyone. Today's topic, in your self-respect, the same as the Father. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. It's okay, everyone is well. Yes, very good. Today we have a Vyakti Parivar, but also Parivar in person in the room. One word which Baba used and is word stability, and stability in self-respect. So how much we stay in self-respect and stable, whether it is opinions of others, whether it is how they look at me, but how Baba looks at me. Baba's drishti, Baba's words creates the self-respect. And we have to stay stable in that self-respect. Many souls, they are very bothered by what I heard for myself, what people think of myself. But as Baba said, Murli also self-trust. How much faith I have in Baba, in the self, and drama, and also the family. So what fluctuates? Which faith fluctuates? We would say, oh, I have 100% faith, right? 100% faith in Baba. And then when there are wasteful thoughts, there are concerns and worries. Is it possible to have both? And knowing that whatever is happening or obstacles are there, it is only through remembrance that they will be removed. So instead of having thoughts as obstacles, why not I remember Baba? Remembrance can help my own inner self and also remove the obstacles. So this practice, be seated, remember Baba. Baba said, you have faith, but why should then fluctuation in victory? Internally we know, I will be victorious. Internally we know we are victorious, but still mind and intellect fluctuate. And it's so interesting because we have such a big family, unlimited family. Not only in 100+ countries, but if you go to India, it's millions of Baba's children. So millions can look at you and think differently, say differently. But if you are stable in your self-respect, you experience so much love, so much respect from everyone. And it's in everyone's heart, actually. So there is no question of defeat, it's constant victory. Whenever I get to talk to anyone, I'm so moved how much respect and love they have. But as Baba said, if you are in self-respect, then you give respect to everyone. And also faith in Rama. It's so accurate. If we say why this, remove that scene, then it can't work, right? That means every scene, every act of everyone is perfect. It had to happen. It happened. If I have done whatever, I go to Baba, ask Baba for forgiveness. But why to hold guilt, right? I sometimes wonder that why there is fluctuation in our stability. Of course, then Baba said, look at the faith involved, all four. It's only when either a situation or a test or we have to do something more that there could be a lot of wasteful thoughts. But I always say to myself, what will happen from these thoughts? Just have remembrance of Baba. The power you will get, success you will have, there will be victory. So I think that we take it as homework and we practice. It's not question of listening, then believing, we agree, but becoming. The seat where you're seated, if it keeps shaking, how you feel, what you will feel. So it has to be stable, right? And when it's stable, you are comfortable, you are carefree. Otherwise, there is always this thought, oh, I could fall, I could fall. So we take it as homework. Tomorrow, I have to be stable. Because there are such subtle influences that mind is not stable and clear. But when you are seated, see how you feel. When you are stable, see how you feel. And then internally, you will do it more and more, more and more. Baba is saying that the throne of the future, and then you have present throne. And present throne, as much you are stable, consistent, because confluence, the throne of confluence age, the fruition of confluence age, stability of confluence age, very important. Because as much you do it here, that much you can be in golden age also, cannot be more, right? It's not in golden age I will have more stable throne. If my throne is not stable here, the fear someone might take it or whatever way. I always feel if Baba has given us, it's our fortune, only we should be stable on the throne. So our homework for tomorrow, be stable so that others can have feeling from you as if you are like Baba. And this Baba had been saying many times, everyone should feel belonging. Everyone should feel they're receiving something. So the time is such that each one of us should be like Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good evening, everyone. I liked what you were just sharing, Didi, about stability, that it's not steps. It's not like I'll hear it, I'll think about it, and I'll practice it. But if I were to take out some of the steps, what would the steps be? Like, I hear it, I practice it, I become stable. Is that the step?
Yeah, so you become stable, but remain stable.
Right. The fourth main
That
step is
means
remain stable.
I become stable, but then fluctuation, right?
Right.
Maintaining that stability. Anything, is question of maintaining. So
Right.
more I pay attention and maintain stability, then also I think it becomes the nature to remain stable. Not for every, I see some souls for every thought, there is reaction or there is some kind of different feelings, and all that shouldn't happen now. We are
Right.
God's children, master ocean of love, master ocean of peace. So remain in that joy, in that stability. So one is steps towards becoming stable, which I think we all do it, but other is to maintain stability. I say even for 24 hours, we say, okay, I'm not going to have a wasteful thought. I'm not going to look at others or their weakness, like some of dharnas, and keep the chart for 24 hours. And then you give marks to yourself that, oh, my attention did go. I did have wasteful thoughts, so we keep chart, and then next day we start and say, no, today there has to be total stability. Because when I was reading a Vyakti signal, I found that my attention immediately went, because stability is more connected with being embodiment, right? If you are that, why will you shake?
Right.
It's only when you are not sure, maybe you are still trying, then it's possibility to fluctuate. But
Right.
now, Baba's children, after so many years, should have that inner stability.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have a question about these waste thoughts. When we were in Madhuban, in the integrated retreat, you said that waste thoughts come because we have body consciousness. And in Sunday's Murli, Baba was saying that waste thoughts come because we don't have faith in the drama. Can you talk to us more about these waste thoughts? So I'm thinking, what I was thinking, Didi, when you said that in Madhuban, and when I heard Baba say that yesterday, is that you can't address waste thoughts one at a time. You can't say, okay, this waste thought go, this waste thought go, this waste thought go. There has to be a holistic addressing. And if I want to holistically address waste thoughts, like what am I doing? Like for them to go away completely for all time.
If we value ourselves, right? If there is self-respect, as soon as you know that the trend will begin now, 1, 2, it start coming. For me, I immediately say, but I can use these thoughts in serving others. I can use these thoughts to remember Baba. I can use the thoughts to burn the traces which still I have and settle karmic accounts. So I immediately realize it's like you have money, so you know how to use it. Thoughts is your currency. Why we waste it? We don't like to waste money. And
Right.
we waste thoughts for many things, like, okay, something happened. Then we keep thinking, it shouldn't happen. You shouldn't have done it, but it's done. What is
Right.
next now? We have this habit of just going in the past, just getting stuck. But it's done, it's gone, right? Now what is my next, what should I do it? So
Right.
it's really, it's a good practice, and you will start enjoying it when you can change the thoughts and say, oh, I have to use it, and then there are so many souls, they ask for sakas, they need help. So why not I remember Baba and serve? There is so much service we think of. So I don't think that we should lose our currency. That's how I see it. Value, and that is called self-respect too. why I'm thinking like that, from where these thoughts coming, that we still there are sanskars, right? So remembrance, I always say if last moment there has to be remembrance, maybe this could be last moment. So why am wasteful thoughts,
Right.
At least I enjoy it whole day. I immediately say, but as soon as 1, 2, 3, I say, no, change it. Remember Baba.
Didi, the rest of the questions are from today's Murli. I felt today's Murli was very rich. It was so deep and rich. And the first question I have is about what Baba was saying. You're not doing Shiv Baba's service. Shiv Baba himself has come on service. Can you enlighten us on that statement?
I little earlier I was telling about that power should work automatically, right? You don't have to say now power of cooperation should come. If I need cooperation, power should emerge. If you are on the seat of Master Almighty. In the same way, I feel that all the time is Baba's task, Baba is doing it through his light, through his love, through his power, whole day, all the time, right? And we are the instruments, and we have to do some elevated actions, whether it's thoughts, words, and actions. So the elevated actions which we do is our fortune and fruition. But if I say, no, I'm not doing Baba's service, I'm not going to do this, you think it will stop Baba's service? you will be
My question
gone.
is that he's saying it's not that we are going to stop, but he's saying he's doing it. But then what
No,
are
so
we doing?
that's what I'm saying, that if you stop, work will still go on, right? So
Right.
who is doing it? Let's say
Karavanhar.
you are not in good mood or good stage, or you decide that I'm not going to do it. It won't make any difference. I'm honestly saying it will be your loss, because Baba's service will still happen. I remember that when I was a young Brahmin, I used to say, if I say no, there is always someone. Baba will keep doing his service, whether I am here or not. So that's why I always say, no, I have to be worthy child of Baba so he can keep using me for service more and more. So no one should ever think, oh, I'm doing service. If I stop, let's see how it works. No, that's not real. Because even if you stop, service will continue. Baba's task will continue. So actually you should have this fear that I don't make excuses, because there will always be someone, and it's Baba's task. So Baba is doing it. No, I
Right.
always feel that Baba's task, Baba is doing it. Yesterday, one of the sister who had been cooking for 3 weeks now, quite long, day and night. So I was asking her, must be tired? She said, but if I'm not doing, how can I be tired? And I was surprised to hear that. So that means she's all the time feeling, is Baba making it happen? Is Baba is doing it? That means if we keep that awareness and remembrance, you will know how Baba is doing it. And she doesn't look, every night she comes to say good night, all of them. So I say, well, you all must be tired. No, we're not doing. How will we be tired? This is real. They don't look too tired. Some people look so tired as if they have done so much and they haven't done anything. They are sleepy, look tired, but not them. So that means how they're using, Baba is using them or they are using Baba. It's amazing. I also all the time feel that whatever, at least I for myself say I'm able to do, Baba making it happen. Baba is making it happen, right? So actually Baba is doing it.
Right.
Who thinks they are doing? Show me hands. Nobody will, but, but
Right.
it's let's say the elements, right? There is air, there is water, there is light. Now it's energy which continuously, if it doesn't have, we won't survive, right? Body won't survive. Same is like Baba's love, Baba's light, constantly there. It's up to me how I take it and use it more. And I at least say it's Baba does everything. Right person, right contact, right thing. I remember when I shared certain experiences that when we went to Caribbean, how we went at the right place, in the right family. No, because people ask us, how did you know them? How you know they are good people? I said, we didn't know anything. But that's where Baba took us, right? So everything was like from there. No, it's not my choice. It's not, I did it. I didn't know at all. So how Baba's power, Baba's love, he takes care of his work, his task. So no one should have take credit. Oh, I did this service. I did this service. It won't last for long.
Right, right.
Because we're not bringing Baba there. My
Right.
skills, my talents.
Yes.
At least
It
when
is
I
Baba's task. It's not our task.
Yeah. I didn't know anything when I came. I was very young. Baba taught me everything, almost everything, whatever has to be done. So it's Baba.
Mm.
You agree?
Yes, Karan Karavan Har Baba. That's the one word. If I don't remember anything, I'll remember that word, Karan Karavan Har Baba. Didi, there were several times Baba mentioned Maya, but I have a question for you about, he was saying that if you don't praise Baba, Maya comes. So I want to know how you praise Baba.
How do we praise Baba?
How do you praise Baba?
It depends. Sometimes I say Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Sometimes I say, oh, you are bestower. Sometimes I say you are ocean of love. Depends, whole day. There is enough actually to keep praising him. Because as much you praise, you invoking Baba's love. So Maya cannot interfere. But if you are not, then Maya just try to kind of play around with us, right? Create unnecessarily imaginative thoughts, very deceiving thoughts. When I hear people or read their emails, I just, from where they get all these thoughts? Because there is lack of praise of Baba, right? So actually we should underline that we have to praise Baba only. Baba, you got this done. Baba, you got this for us. Oh, Baba, I can feel, you are very, very loving to us. Keep saying it in the mind continuously.
When you're talking about this, that you're talking to Baba, so one of the other things, till Didi comes, we can have a little sharing. So one of the other things that Baba was saying is that Maya eats our time. Like, instead of remembering Baba, Maya is taking away our time. And so I was really thinking about how Maya is taking away our time, because a few Sundays ago, Baba in the Avyakt Murli was saying that our weaknesses is Maya. So how we are feeding our weaknesses with the time, how time is really eating with, time is really taking away because of weaknesses, right, Didi? Did you hear?
Weakness is also ego, no, a lot of ego. Very subtly, I and mine, I and mine. Even if we sometimes don't say through words, but look how well I did, how successful I am. But who is making it successful? Baba, no? So Baba's praise is really at every thought, every word. And then Maya, not only Maya won't come, but no wasteful thoughts and constantly just thankful to Baba, right, for everything.
Right. One last question about this is Baba said at the end of the Murli, he was saying that you can have 8 hours of heart-to-heart conversation with Baba, 8 hours of business, 8 hours of rest, 8 hours of heart-to-heart conversation. So I was thinking, if I think of remembrance in terms of heart-to-heart conversation, 8 hours, it seems very easy, actually. So I want your tips. What is your heart-to-heart conversation with Baba? Give us 4 tips. What 4 heart-to-heart conversations you have with Baba? So we can also have the same heart-to-heart conversations.
When we wake up early morning, we look at our parents, then, take blessings from Baba, say good morning to Baba, and stay with Baba, because morning hours are really very good to be with Baba. And then Baba becomes our teacher, right? And I love, even yesterday, day before, Baba said Baba is Rakshak and Shikshak. And that I like very much, how Baba protects us. But if I don't remember what Baba teaches us, how will he, like knowledge, that Shiksha, whatever Baba is teaching, the knowledge actually is what teacher will teach. And that will protect us from not doing wrong actions, from overcoming our weaknesses. All that happens through the teachings of Baba. Right. And then I say, okay, Baba is Sadguru, and Baba is also the boss for the whole day. Baba's direction, whatever Baba says, whatever I have to do it, I keep doing it, So relationship is one which I think helps us very much. And secondly is I like to take like some of the qualities of Baba. And one of that is being incorporeal in silence. These days I find so important to deeply go in silence. Because as much we go in silence, we connect with Baba, we are able to catch the subtle signals from Baba. So I pay a lot of attention to that. And then we know that traffic control is there. Every time you can take one of the self-respect. But evening few hours should be just with Baba, So 8 hours this way, we can take 8 hours. And someone said we have to create timetable. I said, God has created timetable for us. 3:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock morning, traffic control, evening meditation. We already have timetable, right?
Right.
But what are we doing at that time is up to us, right? Somebody start doing activity very early in the morning. But we always say up to 7:38, it should be just spiritual. So I think we keep to timetable and take to different activities, praise of Baba, whatever. So this is what at least I spend my day. There is always, you can, situations when you hear all the time. I just within few minutes say, Baba, look, your child, your problem, you solve it. What can I do? So I just take my intellect free immediately.
Right. Right. So, Didi, one of the things Baba said, which I always like very much, because one time I was something I said to Dadi Janki, and she reminded me about that it's a game. And today Baba was saying it's a game. It's a wonderful game. And if you remember, if you understand the game, then there is happiness. What is your understanding of the game? Give us a few insights on this game that we have to understand.
One time we were in a meeting and it was double foreigners, seniors, Jagdish, all of them were there. So we were planning something and some or other things change into some arguments, right? So when there is argument, some feel good, some don't feel good. So anyway, everyone left, and next morning again, we had to be in the meeting many years. Now we are very mature, right? We don't argue. We just remain quiet. But so Dadi Gulzar went to Baba because next morning she thought before meeting she will share the message. And so Baba said, when you play badminton, what you do with the shuttle, right? And it's not intentionally, but of course you want to win. So when you throw the shuttle, you hit it very hard. It goes very far. So Baba said, but it's game, no? That's why you're playing to enjoy. So what he meant, that argument was like playing shuttle, like playing badminton. So see it as a game. Even if you didn't intend, maybe sometimes, but your words were little bit, shuttle went little further than it should have, or it hit someone. And that day when Dadi Gulzar brought the message, since then I always see, okay, another game, another game, another scene of drama. So this is all we have to say, right?
Right, right. That's beautiful, Didi. That any argument or any conflict is just a game. Last question, again from today's Murli. This question is about being in Baba's safe. Baba was saying that you are, you're in my safe. Talk to us about being in Baba's safe.
Safe is another word, is locker, right?
Right.
Locker is called safe also. So when you have ornaments and money, documents, other people put their passports, everything in a locker so that they are safe. Properties, deeds, and even people have, these lockers, small size, big size, safe they call it. At homes also, because they are so heavy, fire cannot burn it. And I don't think 4 people can lift it. So 4 thieves won't come together, right? That means it won't get stolen easily. So what Baba meant, that if you are with me, nobody can touch you, steal anything from you. And so it's like safe. You are safe with Baba. And that's what we realize, right? Anything
Right.
happen, whatever happening, some or other Baba's children are safe. So
Right.
in safe, we are safe. Right? So put yourself in Baba's safe so that we are safe.
Wonderful.
Right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, Shireen, thank you. Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much, Didi and Sharon Ben, for wonderful chit chat. Again, Avyakti Parivar, we would like to remind you all, if you haven't, register yourself and planning to come for Avyakti Parivar retreat at Peace Village. Arrival Friday, July 7th and departure Monday, July 10th. Please do register as soon as possible. All Avyakti Parivar angels are welcome to join this retreat. Om Shanti. So tomorrow is Tuesday and our schedule Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And tomorrow is Tuesday, so we'll be having 5 to 6 Avik Murli revision English. Translation will be available, followed by meditation Hindi series, meditation commentary live by Didi, English series, and Avikti journey. So now let's do Avikti Murli. Welcome to Avyakti Journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Avyakt Murli, date 26th of January 1971. Benefits of taking on a responsibility. You children are those who transform the world. You are the support of the world. You are those who uplift the world, as well as being those who are an example in front of the world. Those who are images of support have total responsibility. You now have responsibility to make many others follow your every step. First of all, you had the Sakar form in front of you. Follow Father. Now you are the instrument images. So always think that in whatever way you take a step, all other souls will follow you in the same way. You have this responsibility. Because you become examples for all souls, the blessings you receive from all of them bring lightness. You also receive help, and due to this, your responsibility becomes light. Even while carrying out a huge task, you will experience it as though someone is enabling you to do it. This responsibility is one that finishes your tiredness. The mind does not enjoy being free. Responsibility helps a great deal in creating a stage. When Babdada sees you Maharati children, he sees the present form of all of you, the final form of this birth, as well as the future form of your next birth in front of him. All three appear in front of him. Do you have the clear feeling that you're going to become that? That you will be wearing a crown and be seated on a throne? As you progress further, you will also experience this. Just as you experienced it practically from the Sakar form. The Karmatit stage was very clear, and the awareness of the future form was also very clear. The sanskaras of the future form were clearly visible in the present form of that time. So the experience that all of you have will be as though you shed that body and that there is one ready waiting for you. You will have such a clear experience through the power of your intellect's yoga. Now, day by day, through your service, through your being cooperative, and through your power of finishing your sanskaras, you will know your final form and your future form. Previously, it was said that a time will come when you will clearly be able to see those who are close and those who are distant. But it is now the time when the souls of the divine family can understand who the close jewels are. Those who wish to come close will come close in spite of their circumstances. For those who wish to become distant, even the circumstances will become instruments to help them in that, so that they will not be able to come close, even though they may want to. This vision of the future is now taking place in a practical form on the field of service. It is now not difficult to know your future. To be continued. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So we'll see tomorrow's our Hatha Yoga posture.
Malasana, garland pose. Every human soul is really seeking the same one thing: to be valued, to be loved. I reach up to touch that elevated awareness. I, the soul, seeing myself the way the Supreme Soul sees me. Such elevated vision. And I bring that experience down to earth into my day-to-day life. Such that my sense of worth and value is no longer dependent on anything temporary or external. I wear a garland of deep-rooted self-respect that is revealed through a very sweet humility, the ability to give regard to others.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti.
ओम शांति मोहिनी दीदी।
ओम
शांति
शांति।
मोहिनी दीदी, ओम शांति व्यक्ति
Thank you,
परिवार, ओम शांति।
Baba.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Baba.
Om
Love you,
Shanti.
Baba. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Om
Thank
Shanti,
you.
everyone. Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om